All right, so I'm just gonna get rolling with my video here. Took me a minute to get set up. Craziness with the family, if you all know what I mean. Just running up the stairs. I'm out of breath. All right, so I just wanted to, I talked about this on Monday a little bit, but for motivation, the pre-workout, the watermelon, you'd like the glare. How do people do that? Like that. Yeah, like that. Okay, so there's the watermelon. And we got the tropical mango. And then the BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. So I like to mix the watermelon and the green apple for my pre-workout. Those are my favorite. And honestly, I've tried a lot of different pre-workout. Being a personal trainer, I've always gotten like samples of all kinds of stuff. But for pre-workout, this is more of like a clean, it's a different feeling. It's not like the high caffeinated, make you feel kind of crazy and itchy kind of pre-workout. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but this one, it's just so clean. So you don't feel that. And I personally feel like my workouts are better with this versus a different brand. All right, so before your workout, you typically want to eat, if you're eating a meal, 2 hours, I say about 2 hours ahead of time, just because you don't want it to be sitting in your stomach. But you also don't want to be starving, because if you are hungry and you didn't eat and you work out, especially vigorously, there's a good chance you're going to throw up. And then another thing, you could do snack. I usually say no more than 20-30 minutes before your workout, do a snack. When you're talking snacks, you're going to want to do protein and carbs. I forgot to say who I am. I'm Trista. Hi, Haley. I know you were watching before, so you probably maybe caught my name already, but I should probably say it again. But I'm going to do a workout. It's going to be a circuit of 10 exercises. I was going to throw together like a really awesome fat burning one, which obviously is great, but if you're just starting out, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed or like you don't have the motions or injuring yourself. I want you to know the motions. So I decided to stick with more like compound basic movements and then throw in those accessory movements. So it's about 10 exercises. Starting out, you can use a water bottle. You could use body weight. You can use actual weights. I have a 10-pound dumbbells I'm going to use. And you could also use like soup cans or water gallons. The summer that COVID hit, I did Fit in the Park for the city of Green Bay, and I would literally just bring a big thing of water and gallons of water for those who wanted to lift heavier and be like, okay, pick your weights. And then they didn't have to worry about bringing weights. They would just use the water, and it was good because then they could drink it afterwards as well. I mean, I didn't really want it back after the fact. All right, so I'm just going to start with a warm-up. So if you're joining me for the workout, you might want to have some water. We're going to do, Mr. Spider-Man. There's not a spider. Ooh. Anyways, I'm going to do a warm-up with some bands. These are from Walmart. There's 3 different bands. Fairly inexpensive if you're looking to start like a little home gym. They're all different strengths. I can't remember how much I paid, but they're not that expensive. There's a little bag and there comes with 3, and then you can switch out the handles. So I'm going to start my warm-up with the bands, and we'll go from there. I'm not going to have any music playing, so it might be kind of boring just watching. Only because when you put music onto the video, Facebook like mutes it anyways because you have no property rights to it. So we're just going to start with band pull apart. So you're just going to pull the band to your chest. This is going to start warming up that upper body, your shoulder, your lats, which is the back side there. I should have played music for myself. I don't want them to mute it out though. So if I'm talking, you can't hear it. Then you're gonna go into an incline push-up, so you can be on your knees. You don't want your butt out, you want your butt and hips tucked under. You can also be doing it up on a chair or a bench, which I actually meant to bring down here and I didn't. Good. From there, I'm going to go into a shoulder rotation. So I'm taking the band and I'm going to bring it all the way back. After just doing the push-ups, your shoulders will feel it. So this helps loosen that shoulder up, help warm it up, prevent any injuries. This is also actually a really good movement for not every shoulder injury, but like a physical therapy injury, depending where you're at with an injury, but I shouldn't be saying that. Depends where you're at. All right, next we're gonna go right into squats. So you're sitting back, keep your knees behind the toes. You can even do this if you need to. You don't want your knees to fall forward. Good. A little hip rotation. Warm up those hips. Especially if you don't work out and you're very stiff. You don't want to cause your hips or anything from here down. Because a lot of times something that's bothering you in the lower part of your body will affect your hips and your back. All right. So what we're doing is a dynamic warm-up, which is moving. You're just moving your body instead of like a 3-minute jog or whatever. So dynamic stretching, which is moving. Then I'm going to go into some lunges. I'm going to do a lunge series, starting front, side, back, and then I'm switching legs. Side. Same thing with the squat. You don't want your knee to fall past that toe. Take your time, you don't have to go fast. I'm gonna go one more time through. Other side. 2 and 1. Good. All right, so now we're gonna get the workout going. I'm actually gonna grab a drink. We're gonna start with the sumo squat. So you can choose to use a weight or no weight. I'm gonna actually use a weight today. So sumo squat, you're gonna be standing nice and wide, a little further out than your hips. Toes are gonna be pointed to the corner of the room. Shoulders back, chest up. Think nice and tall, keep your head up, and you're just gonna sit down into it. Now, this sumo squat is my favorite because it hits your glutes and the hamstrings more than your quads. Down, exhale, push up through the heels. Inhale, exhale. 9. Good. One more. Then we're going to go into some lunges again. You can choose to use weights or no weights. I'm actually going to put my weights down for this one, for my balance. Lunging back, alternating. Keep that knee behind the toe. Depending on where you are with your exercise, you could be anywhere from like here, or you could be all the way down, just depending where you're at. Also, if you're a beginner, you could choose to do a split squat, which is going to be where you just stand here and go like this. And you can hold on to something, okay? It's a beginner movement. I'm going to stick it right here since I'm here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So next we're going to hit some abs, like kind of a full body. It's called cross climbers. We're going into a plank. And then you're gonna cross your knee to your opposite elbow. Quickly, go. 2 and 1. Good, we're going right from there to a glute bridge. Again, you can choose to use weights or you choose not to. I'm gonna grab my weights. You're gonna dig those heels in, toes up, push through your heels, squeeze your glutes at the top, slowly lower it back down. Pushing up, exhale, squeeze, lower it down. Good, then think, exhale, push up, squeeze, inhale, back down. Pushing through your heels. I hope you can hear me. 2 more. Good. Next, we're going into rows. So rows is gonna hit your arms and your back, your upper back. This one you're gonna need a weight for. Roll your shoulders back, chest is out. My back is nice and straight, okay? Here, and you can even put your weights here if you'd like, and you roll back. You want to keep your spine nice and neutral, so make sure it's nice and straight. Head is down. Really squeeze at the end. Inhale back down. Exhale. Good. Next, bear crawls and squats. So you're gonna squat, and then you're gonna crawl like a bear into a plank, come back, squat. One turn, squat. Two more. And really squeeze your abs at the end. Squeeze. Last one. Good. More abs. The Russian twist. You see people at the gym, they bring their legs up like this. From my experience and my knowledge, it's actually not good to bring your feet up like that. It may seem more challenging, but it goes too much into your back and it will strain it. So I always recommend feet down, got your weight, and then you're gonna tap your elbow down to the side. Switch it, tap. Focus right here. Three, 2, 1. Very good. Standing back up. Front to side raise. So we're gonna work on the upper body again. Shoulders rolled back, chest is out. You're gonna lift front. Now notice my elbows. They're not locked. They're slightly bent. Okay, and then they're coming out to the side. This is gonna hit your chest, your arms, your shoulders, and that upper back area. Exhale on the lift, inhale back down. One more. Very good. Now we're gonna get that heart rate up with some squat jacks. You can do regular jumping jacks if you'd like. Otherwise, if you want to get down low for a squat jack, you're going to be in a squatting stance, and you're actually going to go in and out. Try to stay low. Now, if you have a knee injury or any kind of injury below, I would prefer that you would do something like this. Thinking about staying low, squeezing your abs, and bringing that leg out, okay? Or if you can't do any high impact, keep it nice and easy. Three, 2, 1. Last one, upright row. So back to that upper body. Again, always rolling those shoulders back, chest is out, arms in front, no locked elbows. I always say like you're pulling up your pants, Steve Urkel style. Pull them up, right here. Going to exhale, inhale. I'm all out of breath. Postpartum, 12 weeks now, 3 months. I can't even believe my baby's gonna be 3 months on Sunday. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so I'm gonna grab a drink, but that's the end of the circuit. You're gonna want to repeat that 2-3 times, depending on your time and what you're looking to do. Can you see? I'm sweating. Whew. And out of breath because I'm talking at the same time. It's been a while since I taught a class. Darn COVID. Anyways, we're gonna repeat that. I'm probably just gonna do it just because I'm recording. I'm gonna do it one more time through. Probably won't talk as much just because I'm gonna focus on my movements. But if you're doing this with me later, you can you can do it with me 2 times through, and then if you wanted to, you could do it a 3rd time. And then I'm gonna stretch after that and talk a little more. So that's why I'm gonna do it one more time through, okay? Sumo squats. Remember, nice and wide, toes to the corners of the room, and you're just dropping it down. Press through the heels. I want you to think about dropping, bringing it up, squeeze at the top. Don't have to do that, just have to squeeze. Down, squeeze. There we go. 5, 4, press through the heels. Good, we're going to lunges, stepping back. I like reverse lunges. Difference is that when you do a reverse lunge, it's your hamstrings and your glutes. When you do a front lunge, it's more up in that quad area. I don't know about any of you other ladies, but I'm trying to shape my glutes, not my quads. All right, so that's my choice. If you want to do a different lunge, like to the front, go right ahead. Let's go. Woo. Losing my balance here. 3, 2, 1. Back to the abs. Cross climber. You're in that mountain climber position. Your knee is going to the opposite elbow. Good. Then we transition to the glute bridge. Kind of give yourself a second to breathe. Hips. Press up. I like to keep my toes up off the floor. I'm not sure if you can see them or not, but I really dig my heels in. Squeeze at the top. Hold it for 2 seconds. Bring it back down. Exhale, squeeze. Very good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Going into the rows. Shoulders back. Nice straight back, so you're just hinging at your hips forward. Squeeze back. Squeeze through the triceps. Squeeze. You want to keep your abs nice and tight. Exhale back. Inhale front. 8. And last one. Bear crawl and squat. So remember that's squatting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plank squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand and squat. This is more for cardio. Get that heart rate up. Work your abs. Good, 2 more. Last one. All right, Russian twist. Down on the floor. Feet stay down. If you can't go back, it's okay to stay up and sit right here, okay? More beginner, a little bit intermediate, more advanced, you're gonna come all the way back so your elbows touching. Two and 1. I'm really dripping now. I don't know if you can see it. Sweat with me. All right, here we go. Front and side raise. Shoulders back, chest up, squeezing from the abs. All movement comes from your abs. You have to squeeze your abs to lift those weights up. Two more. 2. Good. Squat jacks. Work on that heart rate again. Again, you're dropping down, in and out. Try to stay low. Keep it low. Four, 3, 2, 1, and done. We're on our last exercise, guys. Upright rows, shoulders back. I like an upright row versus a shoulder press, which is like over your head like this, just because if anyone has a shoulder injury, and then they're not going over their head. You can also hit the chest and back muscles. Almost there. 8, 9, 10. All right, so feel free to do that one again. You can do it 3 times. I mean, you could really do it 4 times if you wanted. Today, I was doing 10 reps per exercise. You can choose to do like a timer. I suggest, for just beginning, I would do like 20 seconds. If you're more advanced, you could do 30 seconds, maybe even 40 for each exercise. Otherwise, 12 is that ultimate fat burning number for reps, so you could just choose to do 12. I'm gonna share the exercises in the comments, so if you wanted to write them down or screenshot them and look at it from there and do this on your own and not follow along in the video, that works just as well. Stretching. We're gonna stretch. All right, so we're gonna bring it across. We're gonna get that shoulder. You're gonna want to hold your stretches for anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. We're doing static stretches. Static is, it just means to hold, so we're holding that stretch, versus in the beginning we did dynamic, which is moving. Teaching you terms for exercise if you don't know them. Switching. Whew. was dead tired before this, so that felt really good to sweat and get moving. I'm gonna go into triceps. You can push on your elbow, stretching that area, letting your heart rate come down. Switch. Good. I want you to pull back, interlock those hands for a nice chest stretch. If you want to get deeper into it, you can actually go down like this. Good. We're going to stretch that inner outer thigh muscle. Keep that knee behind your toe. Switching. Good. I'm going to come down to the mat. Stretching your glutes, bring that leg across right here. Make sure you're always breathing during your exercise. Don't hold your breath. Switching. Other side for the glutes. You know, sometimes you really don't feel like working out, but once you do it, it's just like this moment of like peace, and you feel so good. And I honestly just feel like nothing could take that feeling away. Get my hips. So here, butterfly stretch, taking it back to gym class. Nice tall spine. Breathe. In. And out. Good. Have you bend, stretch the hamstrings here. Squatting down and rolling it up. One vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders at the top. Nice deep breath. Exhale. One more time. Down. Roll it up. All right, namaste. All right, so last thing that I want to talk about is making sure that after you work out that you make sure within 20 minutes of working out that you're grabbing some protein. That's when our shakes come in handy, but you can choose to have a meal. Just make sure you get that protein and water as well. I have this product here that I recommend for after your workouts. Restore. This one has got vitamin A, C, E, calcium. There's actually turmeric in this, and almond fruit extract and elderberry. So that elderberry is going to help you with your immunity. All of these things will help with immunity. But that turmeric as well will help with digestion and any inflammations of bones. So, swear by that one. I think that's a really old bottle. All right, so if you want to share with me in the comments what is your favorite post-workout or pre-workout supplement or regimen routine. I'm wondering what type of workout we should do next week, Wednesday. If we should do something similar, something more advanced. I am also a bar instructor. I am also a Zumba instructor. I also do martial arts. However, it's been a while since I did that. So I was thinking that maybe since this is more kind of geared toward beginners, if you would like, I'm just throwing it out there. You can put it in the comments, a bar workout. Bar is more ballet, yoga, but also strength training at the same time. So it's like a ballet, I always describe it as like a ballet inspired workout. So if you want to do something like that, let me know in the comments, and next week, Wednesday, I will be doing another live at 6 p.m. All right, thank you, and make sure you drink your water. I'm not trying to show you the label. Drink your water and have a good night. Happy sweating.